One day, Jesus and his disciples were crossing over the Sea of Galilee, and during as they were crossing the sea, Jesus fell asleep in the bottom of the boat as the disciples were rowing, and all of a sudden a squall came up, and there on the Sea of Galilee, it's not uncommon if the wind gets in a certain direction and starts rushing through the valleys of the hills there in Galilee, and when that wind hits the Sea of Galilee, in just a matter of moments, what the sea that had been calm suddenly is in an uproar, and that's what happened. That's what happened that day. A squall came up, a storm came up, and all of a sudden the boat's rocking, and the wind is blowing, and perhaps maybe even rain a little bit. And the boat began to get swamped as the waves swept over the side of the boat. And the disciples, who were, several of them were trained fishermen. They had been out on that sea, that lake rather. It's about, I think the Sea of Galilee is like 13 miles long and 8 miles wide. They knew that sea, that lake, a large lake basically, like the back of their hands. And they'd been out there in the middle of the storm like that before. They knew how dangerous it was. It was real danger, and they were really afraid. But there was Jesus sleeping, and they're thinking, this boat's going down. How in the world can he be sleeping? And they woke Jesus up rather, and said, Jesus, don't you care if we drown? Jesus stood up and calmed the winds, the waves. He said, be calm, be still. All of a sudden it became completely calm. And he said, oh, ye of little faith. As in Matthew chapter 8, after it became quickly calm, all of a sudden calm, the disciples asked this question, what kind of man is this, that even the winds and the waves obey him? As you're watching this video, I hope that you're not going through a storm. Nobody enjoys those storms of life. But oftentimes, without warning, all of a sudden it's like, wow, how did things change so quickly? We don't often expect storms or plan for storms. Storms happen. You know, a health crisis, a financial crisis, an employment crisis, a relationship crisis. We don't know when these things are going to happen, or maybe perhaps if we had been paying attention, we could have seen the signs of the storm. It wasn't that the storm wasn't real, that Jesus said, oh, ye of little faith. The storm was real. And the storm perhaps you have went through or going through or will go through, it's real. But we need to know if we're on board with Jesus. If Jesus is with us, we can know that he will see us through. They ask that question, who is this one that can even calm the wind and the waves? Well, his name is Jesus. The storms come, but when Jesus is with you, when the storm is over, he'll be there and he'll see you through the storm, and he can make it completely calm even when the storm is raging. Why? Because God loves you. He knows what you're going through. He wants to be in the boat with you, and He'll see you through. He'll take you to a haven of rest and comfort in the midst of the storm. As always, God loves you. I love you, and I'll talk to you later.